A few months ago on the channel, I decided to go boldly where no one has gone before, or at least where no one has gone for around 150 years. I tried making parched corn my sole source of food for 3 full days. For those who may not know, parched corn is basically corn kernels that have been dry roasted and sometimes ground into powder. And parched corn was eaten all the time in the 17th, 18th, and 19th centuries in the Americas. It was eaten by trappers, settlers, and mountaineers. It was eaten by Native Americans. It was eaten by the Comanches and by the US soldiers who were fighting Comanches. Basically, everybody ate parched corn. It's calorie dense, lightweight, and doesn't spoil easily. Now, the experiment itself went pretty well, but by the end of the 3rd day, it was very obvious to me that my body needed more fat and protein than it was getting just from the parched corn. So this time, in addition to the parched corn, I'm mixing in beef jerky to add protein and hopefully just a little bit of fat too. Now, as with the original parched corn challenge, the question is not, can I survive? Of course I can survive. You cannot eat anything for 3 days and still survive. So the question here isn't, can I survive? Of course I can survive. The question is, how well can I thrive? Am I going to get unusual food cravings for particular nutrients? Am I going to get headaches? Will I be able to keep my energy levels up? In short, can I reasonably build a short-term diet built purely around parched corn and beef jerky? That's the challenge. Let's see how it goes. Okay, we are at the end of day 2 of just parched corn and beef jerky. I didn't want to give you a day 1 update because frankly, day 1 is just pretty boring, right? Like you can go without any food at all for 24 hours. If you've ever fasted before, you know that. And so the first day is just not that exciting. I thought I'd cut straight to the 2nd day to tell you all the interesting things about my experience, and boy, do I have some interesting things to tell you. So first of all, I'm starting to get a little bit done with these, right? I would actually really like some variety in my diet. That said, things are going way, way, way better than I had anticipated. The main issue that I ran in when I did the pure parched corn only challenge was that I felt like I was surviving, like I felt like I was fine. I didn't feel woozy, I didn't feel weak or anything, but it was not the greatest experience, right? Adding beef jerky has been an absolute game changer. It's just, I'm assuming that's it. It's changed everything. I felt so good today and yesterday. Like I just feel absolutely pumped. So much energy. Feel like I could run up a wall. So wild success. Other couple of notes. I've been eating the parched corn in totally powdered form. If you do it like this, it's worse than peanut butter. It gums up your mouth so fast. So I have to take a gulp of water with every single mouthful. So that's a little annoying, but still, you know, workable, right? Like this is not a problem. As far as quantity, yesterday I think I had somewhere between a 1/4 cup and a 1/2 cup of the parched corn powder and probably about 2 ounces of jerky, which is really not very much. Today I've had quite a bit more. I think I've had probably about 6 ounces of jerky and I've probably eaten about a cup of parched corn. So I'm expecting that to probably persist tomorrow. My rule for this has been I will eat as much as I want. So I'm not trying to like go, you know, survival, Comanche riding across the wilderness mode. Instead, I'm just going, hey, you know, I will eat as much as I want and I will see how I feel. So we're thinking in round ballpark numbers, the parched corn is probably about 600 calories per cup. According to the internet, 6 ounces of beef jerky is about 700 calories, but I suspect that my beef jerky is actually probably a little lower because it doesn't have any sugar or corn syrup or barbecue sauce. It's literally just straight meat with liquid smoke and a couple of spices. So, the point is that my maximum calorie count for the day is probably about 1,300 calories. Now, I usually eat a 2,000 to 2,500 calorie diet, so how on earth am I feeling awesome on 1,300 calories a day? I have no idea. Now, over time, this might change. I don't know. But so far, this is a rip-roaring success.
Hey guys, it is the end, and it is time for my 2nd and final update on how this experiment went. It has been 72 hours, actually a little bit longer because it's the morning of the 4th day, so it's been probably about 80 hours since I have eaten anything besides parched corn and beef jerky. I did not end up eating a whole lot of parched corn or beef jerky. I would say in total about 8 ounces of beef jerky and probably about 2 cups of parched corn over the course of 3 days. That's a little strange. I still can't balance the caloric intake because I'm feeling pretty good, but that's not enough to keep me going. I suspect that in the long run, this would probably not be the best idea unless I ate quite a bit more. It's also true that although this provides a more balanced diet than just parched corn by itself, I'm clearly missing something in my micronutrient profile. I am sure that in the long run, I would get some kind of disease or something bad would happen, for sure. But at the same time, for what it is, lightweight, dry, fairly easy to prepare food that you can eat at a moment's notice and that will keep you going even on relatively small amounts of food, I can definitely recommend this. In fact, I recommend it even more than I thought I would. So this was a really cool experiment to try, went even better than I thought it would, and again, I would definitely recommend this if it's the kind of thing that fits your lifestyle. At the same time though, I really want to eat something now besides parched corn and beef jerky, and that is exactly what I'm about to go do right now. I will see you next time. You know, I don't think a peach has ever tasted so good. If you did enjoy the video, we'd appreciate a like and subscribe below. And if you are planning to give the parched corn or parched corn and beef jerky challenge a try or something similar to that, if you have done that or are planning on doing that in the future, we'd love to hear about it in the comments below. Also, either tomorrow or yesterday, we haven't worked out the posting schedule, we have or will post a tutorial for how to make your own parched corn so that you too can give this a go. Thanks, we'll see you next time.